Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your missing third attribute, Gardiner. It's a gloomy day in a gloomy time, so let's talk about the news. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, it really helps the show out. You can also hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of these videos that I'm releasing here on this YouTube channel or LBRY channel. Head over to LBRY, LBRY.TV/@TheLinuxGamer to watch these videos over there, because LBRY's cool. Alright, but with that, let's get into the news. Purism has released a new promotional video, and I have to say, I really like this. And if you haven't noticed, Purism is actually pretty good at the marketing video, or ad, I don't know what you would even call this. But yeah, this is really cool. So in 2019, I believe, they released a video called We Don't Look at Your Junk, and it was for the Librem 1 services, and I thought that that was really awesome. I thought it was funny, and, you know, one of my friends, Kyle Rankin over there, he actually told me about this video before it actually went live, and I was pretty excited to see what they did, and I was very impressed with what they did. And this time, it's no different. They have a new video demoing the Librem 5 using Bluetooth audio to connect to a Bluetooth speaker at home. I guess a Bluetooth stereo. That's awesome. And a lot of people in the comments were saying, wow, it's really cool that you guys have this working. Actually, they had it working when I had the Librem 5, I think Chestnut. I was able to connect my Bluetooth headphones to it and it worked. I think I have footage of that. But it's cool that they were able to not just show this off, but show it off in such a stylistic way. I'm very pleased with this video. The shots are well composed, the color correction is on point, and the music is just excellent. I love the music in this video. I think it's really effective, and I gotta give them kudos for this. If you want to check it out, there's gonna be a link up here, right there. There it is, right there. Now, I'd love to know what you guys think about this video. Let me know down below. All right, I have to talk about this because I think this is really funny. Alex Trebek dunked on Nerdcore last night, and yeah, let's just watch.
Her favorite type of music is something I've never heard of, but it doesn't sound like fun.
I think it's very fun. It's called Nerdcore hip hop. It's
Nerdcore hip hop.
Yes. It's people who identify as nerdy, rapping about the things they love: video games, science fiction, having a hard time meeting romantic partners. You know, it's really catchy and fun.
Losers, in other words.
Well.
And you know what? The man's got a point. I mean, back in, like, I don't know, 2007 or 8, I experimented with a little bit of nerdcore myself, tried to spit a few verses, and gotta say, I was definitely a loser back then. Not saying I'm not a loser now, but at least I can almost grow a beard now.
That's no beard.
And I can hear you asking, no. You will never hear any of the terrible nerdcore that I wrote. I'm pretty sure all of it has been obliterated from existence because it was so terrible. Do you think Alex is in the wrong here? Let me know. All right, next up, this is just a public service announcement. Earlier this week, reports came out that there was a bunch of Nintendo accounts that were compromised. It doesn't seem like Nintendo itself has been hacked, but instead people using their same credentials across multiple devices, across multiple accounts, hackers were able to use those compromised credentials from other places and log into Nintendo accounts. It happened to my Nintendo account, and I got like 9 emails from different countries saying, you just had a new login from Chile and Brazil and France. So I had to go change my password. Now, the thing is, this isn't an excuse. This is just an explanation. I created my Nintendo account back when I first got a 3DS, I'm pretty sure. And it was for Club Nintendo, I think. That's how long ago this was. So I wasn't doing like actual real good password management or anything like that. And yeah, it wasn't in my password manager, so my password manager wasn't saying, hey, these credentials have been compromised in other places, you should change this. That's how long ago I created this account, so that's why that happened. And I didn't realize that Nintendo was actually offering two-factor authentication, and they're doing it the right way. They're actually doing it through a two-factor authentication app rather than texting you a code, or even worse, emailing you a code. Oh, God. Yeah. I am a huge fan of two-factor authentication through an app. That's the way to do it. Nintendo, good for you guys. Glad you're doing that. I just want to let everyone out there know, go add two-factor authentication to your Nintendo account if you don't have it enabled already. All right, so those are the smaller stories of the last week. Let's get to the bigger stories. So a leak of Team Fortress 2 and CSGO's code base made it out into the public. And there was reports initially on Twitter of there being remote code execution bugs found in the source code. I retweeted that. I cautioned everyone, but reports now are saying, and Valve themselves have said, that there is no remote code execution bug, that you should still be safe playing CSGO or TF2. There's nothing to worry about, despite the hysteria, the weeping, and the gnashing of teeth. Initial reports were saying that those dirty hacker types were able to find a remote code execution bug in the leaked source code, and it was able to give them access to players' Steam accounts, their computers, or even the world. Now, Valve have said that they've actually looked into the leaked source code, and they have traced it back to a moment in time where they shared the source code with Steam partners. And this was back in 2017, and they say that there is no reason for concern. It doesn't seem like there are exploits out in the wild that are actually being used. But I think that this is just another reason for Valve to release the original source engine, both the single and multiplayer branches, as open source free software. This is an excellent reason to do it, if there ever was one. Plus, it would give the source engine a better reason for having the name Source. What do you think about this? Do you think Valve should release the source code? Let me know in the comments. So in 2018, Google said that they were going to start requiring any advertiser who wanted to advertise in election content would have to provide identification in order to provide or run those advertisements. Here's actual footage of me in 2018 reacting to that headline. You know, I think that's a fair and reasonable precaution, but they really should be doing it with all of their advertisers. So now Google says that they're going to require anyone, not just political advertisers, but anyone who wants to run advertisements on Google's ad network. They have to provide the same levels of identification, both personal identification and business incorporation identification. Here's me reacting to that headline just 10 minutes ago. It's about damn time! What's even more fascinating about this move is that Google says once they have all this identification stuff in place, you're actually going to be able to click why this ad and see who is actually running that ad. That is an amazing level of transparency and accountability from Google. That's something that I never thought we would see, honestly. I know that I give Google a lot of crap on this channel, but I have to give them props here. This is an incredibly important move in the right direction for Google's advertising. I am very, very impressed by this move. As we all know, paid speech has the weakest protections of all speech, and it is the speech that must be the most heavily scrutinized and regulated. And so I am very excited to see Google making this positive move for change on their ad network. Good job, Google. Never thought I would say that. When Facebook was asked if they would be adopting a similar policy, they replied, ha ha ha, no, we just want that $, $. What are your thoughts on advertising and Google's new rules here? Let me know. And finally, the story that has me most intrigued and kind of worried is about Valve this week. Are Valve actually going to be releasing their own competitor to Xbox Live? Now, Gaming on Linux is reporting a bunch of information, a bunch of strings that were data mined from the next or from the latest Steam beta. Strings like sale subscription select a plan, sale subscription already owned package, your current plan, and sale subscription annual body, pay for 1 year of access and save N off of your subscription. And there were many more of these type of strings doing quarterly and monthly plans. Is this for like games on Steam, or is this for the Steam client itself? And the question really is, what would a subscription to Steam look like? What would a paid subscription to Steam look like? And there were a few other interesting things found in this data mine, including something new that we don't have right now in the Steam checkout cart area, where it shows reward points. We don't have reward points on Steam right now, so what the heck? Could this be for people who are subscribed to the paid version of Steam? Is Valve thinking about rolling out a Steam Plus or Steam Live kind of thing? Like, would they have a set of features that are locked behind a monthly fee? I don't know. I don't think that that's the case. I hope that that's not the case. That would be awful. But I think the most likely of scenarios is actually going to be Valve doing cloud gaming, streaming your games for you from a cloud server rather than streaming it from your own home. I mean, they offer right now the ability to have if you have your computer on and you go to the store or something, you can actually stream your games over the internet from your own device. They've been working on this kind of infrastructure for years. And so I think that it's most likely that Valve are going to roll out some kind of paid cloud gaming streaming service. Of all possible cloud gaming setups, the one that I would be most interested in seeing succeed would be Valve. Mostly because I don't want to have to rebuy my games, and I don't want to have to deal with NVIDIA GeForce Now not having games that I already own in my Steam account. And I think that a Steam cloud gaming service is the most appetizing of turds of the cloud gaming turd offerings at this point. I would love to know what you guys think about any of these stories. Let me know in the comments below. I am very interested, especially in this last story, Valve releasing a Steam service, cloud gaming service for your Steam account. Would the existing deals that they have with their partners forego the problems that are being had with NVIDIA GeForce Now? That's an interesting question. I think the answer is probably yes on that, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. I want to say thank you to the 105 people over on Patreon who make this channel what it is today. Thank you to Glenn Steen, especially for his top-tier Singularity member support. I think that's going to do it for this video, though. If you like what I do here, you can support the show with a monthly contribution over on Patreon. And hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.